captured out of Sand Hollow. Isn't this beautiful? All the oranges, and it is just such a pretty shot right there. We can't complain about the beautiful sunrises and sunsets we're seeing this summer, right, Jim?
That is gorgeous. And many more in the future for the next several weeks anyway. These long evenings, but we are losing a minute or so of daylight each day as we head back out of the first day of summer. Meanwhile, we are looking at dry, clear conditions across most mountain areas. A few clouds may pop up over the higher terrain now and then, but temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s through this week. And then by the weekend, it does start to heat up, even in the mountain areas, in the mid to upper 80s to near 90 degrees, but overall dry, so a good week for camping. Meanwhile, looking up toward Bogus Basin, sun is bright coming up. Depending upon where you are in the valley, it might, if you're close to the foothills, it hasn't quite crested over the top yet, but it is clear overhead and 65 degrees and 6-mile-an-hour winds out of the northwest. 65 in Boise, 68 in Ontario, mid-60s throughout the valley, and in the low 60s in the Magic Valley, 40 in Stanley, but 50s in the other mountain locations this morning. A little bit cooler than yesterday morning at this time when it was in the mid to upper 50s and 60s up around McCall. Clear skies pretty much across the area. Yesterday afternoon, clouds did build up and there were some isolated showers and thunderstorms, especially as a low over Oregon moved eastward, carrying all that energy and moisture with it. And so some drier air has moved in behind it now. There will be a few more disturbances rolling eastward along the Canadian border for the next couple of days. They'll stay well to the north of us, so we will stay dry in southern Idaho, and even the central mountains will see very few, if any, thunderstorm threats coming up for the next few days. But look for temperatures hovering pretty close to average, maybe a degree or two above average for the next few days before warming up even more by the weekend. 92 degrees in Twin Falls, 90 in Jerome, 89 in Burley, so low 90s generally throughout the Magic Valley with sunshine and fairly light winds today. Central Mountains a little drier as well. In the last few days, we've seen a threat of thunderstorms in the afternoons, but today mostly sunny in Stanley and Sun Valley in the upper 70s to low 80s. Haley and Fairfield in the mid 80s. McCall, Donnelly, and Cascade also mostly sunny today, and 79 in McCall, 81 in Cascade, and 90 in Council. Treasure Valley temperatures in the low to mid 90s for the most part, 93 in Nampa and Caldwell, 95 in Emmett, and around 94 to 96 degrees out in Weiser in Ontario. 94 degrees in Boise, 93 from Eagle down into Meridian, and 92 in Mountain Home in Idaho City in the upper 80s today. We stay right around the mid-90s tomorrow, cooling off a little bit Thursday as a weak system moves by to the north. That'll generate a northwesterly breeze, especially on Thursday, but then high pressure over the southwest expands into Idaho starting Friday and into the weekend as we warm up into the upper 90s at the end of the week and into the triple digits again Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. The good news is after Monday, it starts dropping back again.